I'm here inside the State Farm Center, the same building QND will be right back inside on Saturday as they look to bring home a state title for the first time ever. High school playoff football in Missouri is here. After 9 weeks of regular season action, it is legitimately win or go home time. And we start our district quarterfinals coverage with a matchup between two teams who just saw each other 3 weeks ago, Palmyra and Clark County. Overall, this was an incredibly tight game. The final 3 sets separated by just 2 total points. To put into perspective how close the Lady Pirates were in this one. Having the ties this community and growing up here, does that make it even cooler that what you've done all these years later is a place that you've known for so long?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
And it was holiday season on a rainy night at Porter Stadium. The only gift I'm sure these fans were hoping for is a win. Strong start for the Pirates. Wyeth Dorsey to Alex Arthod for the touchdown. Hannibal up 7-zip. Into the second quarter now. Wet conditions, no match for Dorsey. His second touchdown pass of the game. This time to Darian Washington, makes it 13-6. And how about that Pirates defense tonight? Aiden Scott with a monster sack on this play, helping Hannibal take a 1-score lead into the locker room. In the second half, just as the rain poured on, so did the Pirates, pouring it on West Plains. Kate Hoskins runs it in from 7 yards out to extend the lead. Let's continue the ground and pound action. Washington getting shifty. Look at him maneuver his way in for the touchdown. None of those scores were better than this one, though. From 58 yards out, Kate Hoskins, look at him go, will take it all the way as Hannibal will take this thing all the way to the state semifinals. Pirates over West Plains 41-12. Quincy actually fell behind 5-0 in this one, but just like J.J. McCarthy against the Bears last night, they flipped the switch to set for Madeline Hamby and the spike for Madison Luce. More from Luce right here. Not as much force required on this one, but once again, she scores for QHS. The Raiders looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs. QND starting on offense, 3rd and long. Look at the ability of John Venvelo to buy some time, then finds Gavin Dolman. 49 yards later, he's in for 6 in an early Raiders lead. Now for the Crimsons, here comes Easton Ackerman trying to drive his way, dragging defenders for the first down. That drive would fizzle out. Next drive for Jacksonville, though. Ball is out and recovered by Braden Smith for QND. And Smith would go on to have quite the night in the second quarter. Venvelo finds him for the touchdown to extend the QND lead. As the Raiders take care of business at home and are playoff bound, they win it 28-0 over Jacksonville. Little People's Golf Championships return to Quincy this week, and the festivities kicked off Sunday with the parent-child tournament. I spoke with one father-son duo making the trip of a lifetime to be here for it.
My third dream was to come to fly to the USA, and that came true.
Young golfers and their families travel from all over to participate in Little People's every summer, even if it means coming from an entirely different country to do so.
It's a bit different to experience just the American people in a normal way. You know, it's not all the hype in the big cities, and it's fun to come out to the countryside and just a normal town and just enjoy it.
From a small town in South Africa, Rousseau and Andrew van der Merwe flew to the United States for the first time this past Friday for the start of a multi-week trip fueled by their love of the game.
My dream is to become a professional golf player, so I really want to do that, because when I plan like a shot, it's and it come like perfect out, and yes, it's just nice.
We both love golf, and it's just so much fun being on the course, and it's not about winning or whatever. It's just having experiences together, and yes, obviously compete and try to do as best as we can. Playing together on Father's Day emphasizes the duo's bond.
My dad is always there for me and helps me with everything.
It's a real privilege to spend time with him and be on the course together. I mean, we spend so much time on the course, and it's a real.
Meanwhile, playing on all the other days will only help that same bond grow.
There's a lot of life lessons to be learned out of golf, and it's a privilege to get the kids on a young age like this, expose them to that, and to be decent people, you know, and people that we can be proud of, which we really are.
Not only is this trip about golf, though, both father and son told me they're planning to head to our nation's capital for some sightseeing.
I thought I'd be an okay player. I never thought I would get to this level of being this good, but I don't like to say that I'm this good, but I'd say I was a pretty good player, and I'm just happy that I was able to compete here with all the guys around my area, and I'm glad to be able to call these guys my friends.
Someone that, in his words, didn't really try to be good at basketball until the COVID pandemic hit, Harrison Parker just a few years later jumped to an all-conference player before taking the court one final time during Saturday's showcase.
With basketball, I'd say I found like a true home. I was able to go out there by myself and just be myself, and I've loved basketball ever since.
A player driven to grab the attention of anyone in the gym on any given night.
I tried to get to that first team standard of where all coaches know my name and they know I'm going to be a problem for them.
But despite his now cemented legacy, surrounded by some of the area's biggest stars, he was just happy to be there, speaking volumes of the joy that comes to Harrison by playing basketball.
After that first quarter, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to score. And then I got that and one, I was like, okay, I'll do all right. I'll be all right here. This was definitely probably one of the more fun basketball games I've ever played. I know we didn't win, but I went out there, I had fun, I competed, and I'm happy.
While the final chapter in Harrison Parker's playing career has been written,
those last 15 seconds when Coach Armitrout took me out, I was like, this is it. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how it ended.
That doesn't mean he's done with the sport.
I'd also like to be a basketball coach someday. And right now, I'm trying to get my basketball refereeing license. I hope that when I'm a ref, the kids aren't as harsh to me as I was to them. I'd like to apologize to every ref that ever stepped foot on the court with me. I will be the first to admit I was not the easiest to get along with.
A future that will keep him close to his true home.
It's just a blessing that I can still come back and try and give back to the sport that made me who I am.
When Winchester High School student Braley Littig was diagnosed with leukemia this past December, the community immediately came together to show support for Braley and her family. That display of kindness continued on Sunday on the front end of a long fight ahead.
No one will fight alone in the Winchester and Bluffs communities.
6 weeks of chemotherapy treatment and a bone marrow transplant lie ahead for Braley Littig at St. Louis Children's Hospital. But before Braley begins this fight with leukemia, a heartwarming show of support.
I was definitely out here in front of a lot of people crying, and I'm not crying, and nobody else here was crying because we're scared or afraid. We have the strength from the wonderful community. It's just the touchingness and caring from so many people that took their time out just to think about her, and it's that gesture that really gives us the strength to keep on going.
Whether it's moments like lining the Winchester streets on Sunday for a send-off, or raising money at a Route Catholic basketball game back in February, Team Braley is ready to take on any challenge.
It means so much for our family, and especially Braley, to feel this love from our community. And we're so lucky to live where we live and to have this opportunity to be around these people.
Dina Evans put Sunday's event together, wanting Braley to see everyone one more time before heading to St. Louis.
I wasn't expecting that much support, and I was so thankful because I wanted her to feel special. I wanted her to know that everybody's behind her, and to see that many people come out and support her, it just really warmed my heart.
A sign of the power one community can have when they come together.
This community is small, but it's mighty. If somebody is going through a rough time, everyone gets together and gets behind that person.
After we leave tonight, Braley won't be back for 4 months, and it's things like today that give us that strength to know that when we come back, we'll come back to a great place.